wasting away on the streets of Philadelphia.
The deaths of Fiona Pilkington and Francesca Hardwick have raised questions at the top of government about the failure of the police to deal with antisocial behaviour and the breakdown of the support systems supposed to protect vulnerable families.
The despair that woman went through, it was horrendous. There were gangs of youths, a couple of families concerned were there. They were threatening her. I was threatened to be punched in the face. I had a bike aimed at me. I was verbally abused. And I went into Fiona's house and she sat crying. Her daughter was crying.
Fiona Pilkington was looking after Francesca on her own. Her son, Anthony, here with his father and grandmother, has severe dyslexia. For a decade, children on the estate bullied Fiona's family. They threw eggs and stones. They urinated in the garden. They mocked Francesca's disability and attacked Anthony at knife point. Fiona Pilkington asked for help for 7 years. She didn't get it. She called Leicestershire Police 33 times, but they didn't link the incidents. They thought she was overreacting. She told a social worker she was having suicidal thoughts. Social services didn't think she was serious and didn't assess her. An antisocial behaviour officer went to see Fiona in 2004, but her case records were lost. Another officer visited in 2007 and left a diary for her to record the abuse, but he never went back to collect it. The abuse went on for another 8 months. In October, the Borough Council was even given evidence that children were victimising another family on the street. The next day, Fiona Pilkington killed herself and Francesca. On the night she died, Fiona Pilkington wrote letters to her family. In one of them, she said, "11 years of misery. What have I got to do to get my street back to normal so people feel safe going out at night?" Then she told Francesca to get in the car. She said they were going for a drive. It would have been dark when Fiona pulled up in this lay-by. She'd already placed a pile of clothes on the back seat of the car. She took petrol, poured it over the clothes and lit a match. On the estate there's anger the police didn't do more.
The police just decide then to do something about it because there's been a death in the street through it all. Why weren't they around before then? Why didn't they sort her out, you know, and follow up inquiries about all the harassment? They knew who it was.
Superintendent Steve Harrod told the inquest police try to avoid criminalising children for minor offences. But the council's attempts to stop the children causing the most trouble failed because their parents refused to cooperate. After Fiona and Francesca died, it obtained an injunction against Family A, but they never faced any criminal charges, which is why we can't name them. Mark Chapman's family was harassed by children too.
If they're troubling us, the police should do something about it, but also with the council business, the council tenants, I think that, you know, they should probably get involved as well.
The council hasn't evicted Family A and admits they're still causing problems. The Home Secretary Alan Johnson will tell the Labour Party conference tomorrow the police in Barwell should have done more to protect Fiona Pilkington. Her calls for help were put on the system, but no one really listened. As the coroner has put it, if someone had sat Fiona Pilkington down with a cup of tea and asked her what was going on, perhaps they could have helped her.
I walked the avenue till my legs felt like stone.